Hello, I'm Michael Finn, Holistic Exercise Lifestyle Coach, and today I'm going to cover some beat baseball defense. So it's going to be getting from your standing position down into your wall position on the ground. So I've made another video about making your wall. I'm not going to cover that, but we should know how to make your wall. Practice making your wall first before you practice doing this. So we need to block the ball with our body best that we possibly can. So we want to have a really good wall. We want to get from a standing position down into our wall position as quickly and efficiently as we possibly can without doing something that could possibly knock the ball farther away from us. So I'm going to kind of try to cover that. These are things that I practice myself in practice, and I practice with my teammates, and I coach them to try to get through as well so that we become better defenders out there on the field. So because there's lots of ways to do this in a fashion to where you're going to reduce your risk of reduce your chance of making the play. Okay? So I've got some padding down here on the floor because normally I'm padded up a little bit when I'm playing beat baseball, but I'm not right now. So we should all know our wall position. I'll go real quick on the side, hips pushed back a little bit, legs forward a little bit, arms forward a little bit, leaning forward a little bit, and top arm over the bottom arm a little bit, and toes pointed but not so pointed the ball's going to deflect away. So look at the video on making the wall. So if I'm going to be in my standing set position, which is going to be a little off, and I'm going to get down onto my left side to block the ball, I don't want to spend a whole lot of time. I don't want to go down on one knee and then fall over on an arm and then lay down and all this kind of thing. I need to dive out. We need to pretend like we're a hockey goalie or a soccer goalie so that we can dive out there and get into that position as quickly as we can so that we can block the ball and make that wall efficiently. And that's why we want to do that every time we're practicing. That's why I highly recommend practicing one-on-one with another person where you can just throw the ball back and forth at each other and practice making your wall and diving into that position. It will get you really efficient at it. So, here we go. So, if I'm standing, I'm in my set position, I'm listening for the ball, and I hear the ball, and the ball is going to be coming over here to my left. Basically, all I'm really going to do, my hands are already going to be off my legs, I'm going to be up like this in my set position, and I'm just going to dive out, collapse that left leg, and I'm going to go in that position. And that wasn't as smooth as I can do it, because it felt really weird, because I'm not on grass. So, but this is the position I want to end up in, alright? So I'll do that once again. So same thing. It's also because my feet are unlevel. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it like this a little bit, so I'm a little narrower. So I'm in here. Everything's good. The ball's coming over here, and boom. There's my position. So I come down. I've got top part is in front. So I'm on my left side. My right side's kind of a little bit forward of my left side, so that I'm not all the way on my tummy, but I'm just leaning forward just a little bit so I don't make a ramp. I got my right arm in front of my left, got the right leg in front of my left leg a little bit, making my little C curve so that if the ball hits me in the lower body, it rolls to the middle. If it hits me in the upper body, it rolls to the middle. So all those kind of good things there. But now I'm going to show you. So what you'll see when people do that is a lot of different things. So that can make them miss the play, and that's what I want to go over. So I want you to make sure that you're practicing that in practice all the time. Get all the way down. Get nice and flat real quick. So if you come down and you either bring this, as I'm coming down on my left side, if I put my left hand down on the ground first to like slow down my momentum towards the ground, the ball could go underneath me, underneath my armpit. It could bounce off of my left forearm and ricochet off in another direction. Same thing if I drop down on my elbow, on my left elbow. The ball could go through my armpit. We want to go completely flat and have that arm completely extended, so that way the ball can hit us in the body if it's coming through here and it doesn't go right underneath our armpit. So that's number one. Number two, commonly you will see people bend their bottom leg. So especially as they collapse down. So if I'm up here and standing, a lot of times you will see people where they'll pull their left leg out and back, but they'll bend that left leg to where they come down to this position, and you'll see my left knee is pointing forward. And then that ball will hit the leg or the knee somewhere, and it will ricochet off, because commonly that leg will be coming forward and that ball will take off, okay? So we can't do that. As you're coming down, that leg needs to stay straight, or at least relatively straight, and bring it in a way to where when the ball hits you, it's not going to deflect off, it's going to deflect into the middle. So we got to keep that left leg straight. Then the other thing from the impact, you'll see, lots of people, when they hit the ground, their top leg will come up in the air. So, and they won't keep it together. So you need to keep tension in the adductors. So in the muscles on the inner thighs that keep your legs together, you need to keep tension in those muscles when you come down and hit the ground, so that your legs don't split and they don't go apart, because they go apart and that ball could go right between your legs. You want to keep those legs together so that they're nice and tight, so that that ball can end up hitting the legs and stopping there. Okay, so all those different little things to focus on, making sure that you're not doing anything that's going to make that ball deflect away. You don't want any kind of sharp, pointy areas where the ball could deflect and round off in a different direction or go away from you. Alright? So, same sort of thing. If you're on the other side and you're going down to the right side, it's like, you know, you're in your set position, there's where the ball is, and boom, you're out. Okay? So that everything's there. You make your wall, you block the ball, you pick the ball up, and you make the play. Okay? So that's getting from your standing position down into your wall position. Practice that. Practice it when you're at practice. Then when you're playing the game, don't think about it. Just let your brain take over and put you into the right place. So these are the big keys on how to get better on just blocking the ball in that last little moment. Alright, so if you like all of this, make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, put your comments down below, ask me questions if you want to. There's more in the health and wellness section of nbba.org, so if you go to nbba.org/wellness, you will find other videos and information on health, wellness, performance, all that other kind of good stuff for the National Beep Baseball Association. So hope you all have a happy and healthy day, and I will see you in the next video.